we are down near Laclede'S Landing, and here we are right here. You can see the entrance sign right there.
Old St. Louis.
Laclede'S Landing. So I think this is mostly residential. They said they were trying to turn this into mostly like condos and what do they call the ones with the
Lofts.
was old lofts? That's
I haven't been down here for I don't know how long. So,
and you normally can't drive down these streets anyway down here, because most of them are cobblestones.
But second is the one with all the entertainment.
But look at all this.
That's what casino is that? Oh, that's the one.
This is Laclede'S Landing.
Okay, I think this second street. This the one with all. No, yeah, this is it. They got the wax museum.
Yeah.
Different. Yeah, they have.
You're gonna have to see. That's why I don't like this. You see, the streets are still cobblestones. So,
these were put in brick by brick.
This is just awful. And then this is the wax museum, and you can only go in and out one way. So you can't go that way, and you can only go this way.
But you can go down, right?
Okay, so where are we at right now in Laclede'S Landing?
This is Morgan's Alley. His name was originally Clamorgan, but they call it Morgan's Alley. Jacques Clamorgan was a Haitian immigrant. He was wealthy. He was a black nobleman or aristocrat. He got his money from trading. They said fur trading. Anyway, after the Civil War, you had slaves that had been freed, that just refugees down here. They called it Camp Ethiopia. So he was instrumental, since he owned this entire block, Morgan's Alley here. He was instrumental in not only trying to house and help with clothing and all that. He also had something called freedom ships, which, since it was illegal for freed slaves to learn to read and be educated, he got together with some other influential black people, black doctors, John Barry Meacham and others, and they took some bards and converted them to covert educational institutions. And you used to work here, didn't you?
Yes, I used to work at the spaghetti factory here. That was like almost, how many years ago now?
30 years.
About 30 years ago. So what's cool though about this is that this is Clamorgan's Alley. All this was owned by a black man.
Yes.
And apparently this probably, because these buildings have been here forever, and these are old steps. You worked here.
This was Banana Joe's. This was kind of like the Hooters of 30 years ago. I mean, it was, the whole girls with the short pants and the music. It was a nice jumping place.
But I wonder if this has something to do with the black guy that owned all this, because these buildings, most of these are original. So we worked in places where this man owned property. You know what I'm saying?
If it was off this, he probably owned it.
Yeah, that's so neat.
And, did a lot for the freed slaves in this area.
And you see it's still set up like it was back in the day. And then also, I had a friend that passed that worked here. Her family store was robbed. And the guy, I think they finally caught the man that took her life. But she worked here with me over the summer. And I cannot remember what year that was, because it was so long ago. I was so young. And I was in EMT school. But her name was Amy. And I think about her a lot. She was a nice girl. But yeah, this is a beautiful place. It has it's got stained glass in it. It's got a trolley car in the floor. It's just a beautiful restaurant. And I enjoy working here that summer. That was the summer we got that MPV, if y'all remember that Mazda MPVs. And I drove that bad boy to work. I was so proud of that thing. And we were in both an EMT school at the time. You can see the stained glass on some of this building. But
this is original ironwork.
Yes.
Probably 300 years old.
Most of Laclede'S Landing has been here. They didn't tear this down. So this is mostly original, all original work. But look at this place. I cannot believe I worked here as a waitress. And at the time, I was the only black waitress that was here.
Tell me about it.
So Laclede'S Landing is just so cool. So this was an area that black people could own land, apparently, and be.
Right.
So that was very rare. I mean, I think this is where they started with all those shanty towns too, and then they built out. But I think this has always been sort of like the entertainment district. And then look at the streets. They still are cobblestone. So
I mean, when you had all those slaves freed,
that's what I was gonna say.
And they was here, where else were we gonna go?
And then I'm wondering, did a lot of the streets were laid by enslaved laborers?
All of the streets.
Yeah, these cobblestones that you
brick by
see.
brick.
Look how pretty it is down
All
here,
of
though.
this is prior to 1865, I would think.
Yeah.
Cobblestone.
It used to be a dental museum down here that they would bring the kids to. And you could get like toothpaste and stuff for the kids. It was across from the spaghetti factory. But look at that beautiful building. We got some beautiful architecture in St. Louis. You got to get out, get out. Okay, so we are still in Laclede'S Landing and we are headed down towards the riverfront. Do y'all remember the President Casino and the Admiral? The building is still here. I don't think they must update down here too much, huh? President Casino on the Admiral, St. Louis. Wasn't the Admiral that silver boat?
Yes.
Lonely Sketcher. Lonely Sketcher. Come home.
Okay, so
All right.
we talk about Camp Ethiopia. So, post-Civil War, or post-emancipation, you had free slaves down here.
Mm-hmm.
Basically an encampment of, what do you call them? Refugees. So, okay, so they call that Camp Ethiopia. And they call these free slaves contraband.
Really?
Yes. So, these contraband Africans, people like the Meacham, Dr. Meacham and Clamorgan, they got together with all these other influential black, kind of boule, rich people, and they start putting them up in settlements. The Missouri Hotel, one of the earliest contraband camps in the city, was established in a rundown Missouri Hotel near the intersection of Main and Morgan Street, now Laclede'S Landing.
Okay, this is Morgan Street.
Should be a hotel there. That was an encampment. That might be where the spaghetti factory is.
Because this is Morgan Street
Okay,
right
it
here.
said Morgan and Maine. So it's one of them. Or Maine might be down close to the river. It probably was sitting right here.
Because what Main Street normally is the
It's
main
river.
street.
Yeah,
right?
that's the main. So yeah, so it was an old hotel. They had Benton Barracks. That's the Fairgrounds Park.
Huh.
That was a military barrack. They
Yeah.
put them out there.
What?
Freed slaves. The Ville, some of the folk known as Edwardsville. What?
They put them in Edwardsville?
Edwardsville.
Across the river.
African American
Contraband.
neighborhood of the Ville. Rural black settlements. St. Charles, places like that.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Okay, so y'all see, that's what we were saying. Saint
Kinlock.
Kinlock? Okay.
Yeah, so this was what, after slavery ended, you had all these refugees, these black Africans,
Contraband.
and natives. They called them contraband. And they made it illegal. You had to have what was that? You had to have a permit to be in the city.
Yeah, because that's when I was saying you had to have a license.
You had to have a license. You had
Yes.
to pay for a permit to be a black freed slave in the city of St. Louis.
Crazy, right? Crazy. Now, somebody said that this electric company down here was built for the World's Fair.
Yeah, I heard that.
But look how beautiful it is.
But
It's
you know,
Union
now
Light.
it powers all the steam heat and all those sky rises in the city of St.
Do
Louis,
it?
downtown. It powers all the steam heat in those high-rise buildings downtown.
That's cool. That's a cool bit of knowledge.
And see, that's Union.
Knowledge? Yeah.
Union.
Union Light and Power.
Like Union Electric or Union Soldiers.
Now you see more tugboats. We saw some of this yesterday. This is normally really busy down here on this riverfront, ain't it?
Not so much. No more.
Uh-oh.
Ain't nothing down here.
Oh.
It's just a helicopter tour and one cruise ship, one little Becky Thatcher.
Wow. Downtown,
So, yeah,
y'all.
that's the history
Lost
of
this.
Laclede's Landing.
This-
So Pierre Laclede and Shoto could have landed anywhere over. Well, it was a lot lower. They built this up, but somewhere along here, they
And
landed.
This was little Louisiana, right? That's
Yeah,
what they said.
They came up from New Orleans,
Yeah.
and then the West Bank slave post was right over there where the Casino Queen, somewhere over there.
Huh.
The West Bank slave post. That was the Mississippians and the Mounds people.
That's crazy.
All
ain't it?
that, and then we had, but
That's crazy, right?
it's
Like
St. Louis history.
the way that the black people were dispersed across the city is just insane. You
Right.
know, that's crazy. But yeah, this is Laclede'S Landing. A lot of history here. Original brick laid work here. Of course, I'm sure they reinforced it with some stuff, but these are all original buildings for the most part.
And all this cobblestone, somebody had to lay this brick
Yeah.
by brick.
And them some big stones.
This is that red clay.
Yeah.
No, that ain't even. That's not brick. That's that granite stuff.
Wow. Like that limestone.
Yeah, that's granite. That ain't even lime. That's
Wow.
that orange granite. Limestone is white. Is opaque.
St. Louis history. Okay, so we're gonna serve dinner. Here is the finished Mongolian beef pot roast.
Okay, come on, rice first.
Wait, yep, here's the scoop.
Oh, I was looking for that.
You're gonna need that to serve some of the meat, I think. Okay, so he gonna put down some rice.
Seasoned rice.
And when he say season, it's just got a little bit of bouillon and some
of this. Was it the seasoning from the meat? Or something?
yeah, the seasoning from the bread.
Oh yeah, that's what I meant. So, all right, to the
Got
side
the flat
here.
bread there.
Now,
Ooh, look at that beef. It just fall apart.
break down tender. Over the rice.
Mongolian beef pot roast. Okay. Okay.
One more of this gravy on the rice. Better say you do.
Oh wow. Okay. What?
All right.
All right, and then we got some veggies.
Put them right up in there like that. A lot of carrot
They
corns.
look good.
A lot of carrot. There you go.
What? Mongolian beef pot roast with steamed rice, vegetables, and homemade Chinese flatbread. This is what we're having for dinner tonight.
That's a sexy meal.
Slow cooker style. What? All right, don't forget like, share, and
Subscribe. Okay. Cut this.
Oh, that's so pretty, ain't it?
Yes. Nice looking cake. And green.
Key lime. I'm eating the cake for you.
That's very good. What's with that frosting?
Let me get some of that. Pour this.
That's soft cake.
Yeah. Look at that. Okay.